I have no clue what you're gonna say.
So on Thursday,
Oh.
I came home from work at lunch.
Are we really gonna tell the story?
Yeah, we're gonna tell the story because it's funny. And so I came home from lunch and I said, "Hey, would you like to go to a concert?"
And I said, sure.
Didn't even ask who it was,
No.
which was a little weird.
I mean, I trust you. You know what I like.
It could have been like Lil Durk or something.
I mean, anyway.
Or Lil Baby or Da Baby or something. Anyway, I ended up getting floor seats about 13 rows back to see the Eagles.
Right.
And I didn't tell you until I was walking out the door to go to court that, oh, by the way, it's the Eagles that we're going to see.
Right.
Right. Okay. So I had to get a haircut that day because...
I mean, we already had like 8 things
we had like 8
scheduled.
things planned.
But of course, hey, let's go.
Let's go to a concert. And so we get to Louisville like with 20 minutes before the concert starts.
If that much.
Yeah.
It was really tight.
And so we jump out of our car. We find a parking spot. We find a parking garage.
And we intentionally didn't park right at the Yum Center because everybody else was going to.
Because everybody else was, and you couldn't even get off at that
So
exit.
we were being really smart.
We were being like so smart about this.
Smart.
So we parked our car, went to the concert. Amazing concert.
Oh, it was.
I think it was the best best concert I've ever seen. In fact, here is a picture right here of Jen. This is when she realized that the Vince Gill looking guy on stage was actually Vince Gill. The conversation kind of went like this: "Hey, who's that guy that looks like Vince Gill?" Vince Gill? No, seriously, that can't be Vince Gill. It's Vince Gill. She doesn't believe me. I'm going through my Wikipedia as fast as I can. I'm like, look, babe. So that is what that picture is.
Yeah,
Then,
I was a little bit emotional.
Yeah.
In the moment.
Yeah, and then the second picture, which is right here, is this is Jen when the full string orchestra was unveiled.
I mean, who would have thought at an Eagles concert that, first of all, Vince Gill, although a lot of people probably already knew that, and then a symphony orchestra. Are you kidding me? It was incredible, and they just lifted up.
They came up like out of nowhere,
yeah. Stage
yeah,
in the middle of the song.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. And then I didn't take a picture of you when the choir started singing.
Yeah.
Because at that point it was just like, it was over.
I was sobbing.
You were sobbing.
Seems silly now, but it was just like
you were
amazing.
totally wrong.
Yeah.
They started the concert with Hotel California, and it got better from there. Like it was unbelievable. And by the way, we sat down. They start playing, and here comes 74-year-old Joe Walsh, who, by the way, if you get a chance to go see the Eagles right now, watching 74-year-old Joe Walsh and 65-year-old Vince Gill have a guitar battle in the middle of it's just mind-blowing.
Their guitar skills were like top notch. Their vocals were incredible.
Oh,
everything was
harmony.
Yeah.
Oh, five-part harmony. But for you acts out there right now that are playing your 45-minute sets and then you're getting off stage, these old men played for 3 hours and 15 minutes straight, except for a 15-minute intermission where Dawn said they all needed to pee and it was going to take a while, so everybody take a moment.
And they did like the pee dance on stage.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you got to do what you got to do. But that was just the fun, the beginning of the fun for the night.
Yeah.
So here's a picture of us immediately after the concert.
Just really excited.
Yeah.
Had just been to a great concert, sang a bunch of songs, spent some time together.
Oh, it was blast.
Yeah, it was great.
Ran into Janie who took our picture. Yeah, it was great, and she's the one who took the picture there. And then
we were ready to come home.
We were ready to come home, and Jen said, I don't know where we parked, and I go, okay, no problem. So I got on my phone and I just looked up, find my parked car, and it gave us a location.
And I thought, oh my gosh, he's my hero, because I had not paid any attention. We were rushing to get in, and I just didn't pay attention at all. And I just thought, oh, we were tired and we needed to come back home. So we had some Direction.
So we started walking. And if you make 4 left turns, you come right back where you started. And I don't know if you know Louisville very well, but there's 37 public parking spots within like 8 blocks. Parking garages within like 8 blocks.
There's other parking lots that are not.
Right.
Like,
yeah, these are actually like owned by the city, like 37 of them, right?
We still liked each other then.
We did. Well, we still like each other now.
Well, yeah. I mean, we were not stressed yet. We were not anxious yet. We were just, walking to our car.
Until 2:30 a.m. when we're still walking around downtown, and Jen is grabbing onto my arm every time we pass a humanoid.
I am a little bit scared. I agree, but there's people saying stuff like, "Oh, they must be lost. I've seen them 3 times." 3 times.
Didn't faze me at all. Anyway, so long story short, we get back to Frankfurt at 3:30 in the morning by Uber. Jen had to go up the next day with my assistant, and they found the car at like 1:30, and this was like the last hurrah. This was it.
No, we left Frankfurt at 8:30, got to Louisville at 9:30, and I told his assistant, I said, it'd be incredible if we just, we're going to drive around, and I just know we're going to see it. I know I'm going to remember what it looks like. All we remembered, though, was what the inside of the parking garage looked like.
Second floor was yellow.
Second floor was yellow.
And none of the ones we went to, everyone had a different color. On second floor.
Landon and I, we had drove around for about 15 minutes, and I'm like, Landon, we just need to park, and we're just gonna walk it, and we're gonna find it. And I fully expected to find it within a few minutes, just within an hour.
And this is Landon, my assistant, not Landon, my son. Landon wouldn't have made it. He was in school. Yeah,
and this is me still going on fumes, but like with determination and grit, and I'm gonna find this. And Kyle had to go to work, and we probably fell asleep at 4, and then I had to get up at 6 to take kids just different. So I'm like going on very little sleep. We'd walked around for 2 or 3 hours the night before. So then we're driving. I'm trying to explain this to Landon, and he's just like, whatever. So we're walking around, and so I pulled up a map of all the parking garages in Louisville, and I was just so confident. And then 10:30 passed, and 11:30 passed, and we had, by lunchtime, we had gone to 27
of the 37. There's only 10 more to go.
And we still hadn't found it. And at this point,
you couldn't eat.
I couldn't even eat lunch.
So you just sat there and stared at Landon while he tried to.
Yeah, and I only let him eat for 6 minutes. I mean, because I was like, "Are you done yet? Or you stay here and rest. I'm gonna go to a few more of the parking garages."
He wants to be a firefighter. It's okay. He'll have to eat fast.
And he was like, "I'm not leaving you. I'm not staying here while you go by yourself."
Good job, Landon.
And he had Chipotle or something, and so it was sitting on his belly,
and it was 92 degrees.
90 degrees, and immediately we went back and walked, and we went to 5 more, and then we went to this one, and I almost passed it up. All the other ones, I was like, we're gonna fully check them off. We're gonna go all the way to the second floor. I don't care what it looks like. We're gonna look around, and if it has those yellow walls, then we'll find it. But this one I almost didn't go up, so I go up the stairs. I'm like, this is not it, Landon, but whatever, we'll check it off the list. And we get up there, and I'm like, oh, I don't see yellow. This is probably not it. And then all of a sudden, on a back wall, it was bright yellow. And Landon said, "That's yellow."
Landon hit the clicker.
And so then he pulled out the fob, because we had gone in all these garages and hit the fob, just hoping here. And so we hit the fob, and we heard it. And I
immediately called me and screaming into the phone, "We found it! You would have thought we lost a kid. Seriously, we have 5.
Oh, that's real good.
But you would have thought we lost one. She was so happy.
But it was, at this point, it was 1:15. And we had to come back to Frankfurt at some point to pick up kids and just have a race. rest of our lives. I couldn't do this forever. And I was really starting to panic, and I thought, who loses a car? Who does this? I mean,
So-
Kyle and I are smart people.
We are. We were so like in the zone of getting to that concert fast. We just missed it. So the reason we tell this story is because this is our life. Everything we do, there's something bad that happens, but it's just part of the journey. And it's like everything was going smooth that night, so we should have known. We should have known. We should have known.
We have a lot of high highs.
We have low lows, but the highs are so much more fun than the lows that it just wipes it all out. But that is just a tip. That is literally a typical day in our life. Like there's some drama that we gotta go. We gotta fix it.
It's Saturday night, so I found the car yesterday at 1:15. My legs hurt so
And you're the in shape one.
much. Oh, I'm not. I mean, because I was just. It's one of those things where it's like mind over matter. I just had to find it. So I knew I was hurting. I knew I was sore, and I couldn't help. I had to find it.
Well,
So-
I mean, that's just kind of par for the course with us. I mean, it's just, it's so much fun. I mean, it is. It like really is. Like for the last 3 years, it's just been so much fun because even when like bad stuff happens, we just like shake our head and like, well, Job could do it, we could do it, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's fun because we're able to do it together, and it's just a really good time. And so the reason that we wanted to tell that story is to not.
I did not want to tell the story.
She did not want to tell the story, and she didn't want to tell it in her sweatshirt
Oh my
on a
gosh,
Saturday
he
night
always picks the time to take video of me when I look like this.
when
But
you're not prepared. Yeah.
thanks for that.
But the other reason we wanted to tell you about the story is because Jen and I have decided that we are going to let you into our crazy life a little bit more. And we are actually going down the video podcast rabbit hole. And we are going to start in the next couple of weeks with our very own weekly podcast. It'll start weekly and then it'll go, we'll see where it goes from there. But
And there'll probably be dogs barking.
There'll be
and
dogs barking,
those
yeah.
as well, and kids
Kids walking
in
behind us and everything.
All of that. And maybe I'll fix myself up better for that.
I won't tell you when we're
See,
when
it's not fair.
scheduling.
Like you're like in your Puma, like head to toe.
I'm trying to get a sponsorship here.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
I'm not. Is this Old Navy?
Hashtag Puma.
I think it is.
Hashtag Coke Zero.
Oh, yeah.
So I hope you guys will join us when we decide to do this. It is, I promise you will not believe the stories you hear
I mean,
that we tell you.
Who would believe that?
And that's a minor thing
Who
that
would
we've been
do
through.
that?
Yeah.
Nobody would do that.
Yeah. So we want you to know that as a blended family of 5 kids and 2 dogs who are barking outside
All the time.
and very busy work schedules for both of us, that it is possible to do it. And I know there's a lot of people out there just like us, and we want you guys to
probably
know
smarter than
they
us.
probably are. They probably are.
Or common sense. I swear
Yeah.
we have common sense.
Yeah. But either way, we just want you to know that there are some crazy people out there living very similar lives. So thanks, and we'll see you guys shortly.
Yep.
Bye.